Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Paige Steffens. I am the prop supervisor here at the Art Center of Coastal Carolina, and today I will be showing us how to make a very common theater prop, a newspaper. The materials you will need to make your prop newspaper is a blank sheets of paper, something to cut your newspaper articles out with, so you can either use an X-Acto knife or scissors, newspaper articles of all shapes, sizes, pictures, to give yourself variety, black spray paint, glue stick, clear tape, a metal ruler, and about an inch strip of paper the same size as your newspaper. The first step to make your prop newspaper is to cut out all of your articles, including a header and advertisements, all shapes, sizes, depending on what kind of newspaper you want. To find all of your advertisement and your newspaper articles, you can just go online and search old, vintage, antique newspaper archives, and they're all scanned in, and you can just print them right off, and you can size them however you would like. Absolutely snip and cut anything. Google is your friend. Once you have all your articles cut out, it's time to collage them onto your piece of paper. So start with your header, put it up there, and now this is the time to kind of figure out your spacing and where you want your different advertisements. Don't forget pictures. I highly recommend printing off multiples of things, and don't be afraid to cut things off. Cut things out, cut things off. So say I want that, and it's gonna, there we are. And you build it until your space is filled to your liking. And just try and think about which article and how a paper reads up and down. So once you've collaged everything, use your glue stick and glue it and secure it onto your piece of paper. Once everything is glued and secured onto your piece of paper, you will then photocopy this so everything is nice and secure and you aren't going to be losing half your article during a performance. After this, we need to make it look more like a newspaper. You can always use newsprint paper, which is the actual texture and color of newspaper, or you can be a little more crafty with it and use some black spray paint, and you're just going to mist over everything. For this step, less is more sometimes, and really use the spray paint high because you don't want any too dark spots. And let's get a before and after. So this is after we misted it, and this is our before we misted it. And just kind of deepens it down into that newspaper color and texture. This is a little too white and a little too stark for stage, but this will read right as rain. So now that we've constructed multiple pages, it's time to combine everything and get all the folds started. So this is our front page, and now this is where our strip comes in. We're gonna glue this, and then we're gonna split the difference with our back and with our front of our newspaper and the back of our newspaper on this strip. And that gives you almost a binding, and then you can fold it. Hit that seam one more time. And now you can open up your newspaper. Obviously that sheet doesn't have a sheet on it. Keep adding newspaper or pages and strips to however many folds and turns you want in your pages. And to get your strip the same color, once again, just mist it with that black just like we did all the other sheets. And there you go. And when it's all done, it should look like this. And it's okay if they're matching pages, because from the audience, they will just see a newspaper. But also make sure that your newspaper is, if your play takes place in France, maybe make it a French newspaper. Be mindful of language and what the actor is actually going to see, because you don't want to take an actor out of a scene by being funny or having something that wouldn't be appropriate for the setting. If you want to learn more about props, theater, and other departments and different aspects of how we put on a production, subscribe to the channel, and there you go.